All right, guys, moving on to the next project. So here we have the new turbo kit for the M3. First off, top mount, 3.5-inch downpipe, V-band, exhaust manifold, twin gate. I know the other one is somewhere around there. Twin gate, oh, right here. Boom, twin gate, dump tubes, Precision V-band exhaust housing. Shout out to Precision for hooking me up with that. And yeah, so now I'm gonna go ahead and slowly but surely get this thing installed. As of right now, I'm gonna take it to my people over at Young Guns Powder Coat and Performance. They're gonna go ahead and get this coated for me with some Cerakote, get everything nice and clean, nice and good, so when I install it, you know, it keeps temperatures down. Temperature when it rises causes a drop in horsepower, so I want to keep everything as cool as possible to get all that horsepower. Best of the best. All right, guys, so I went ahead and just dropped my stuff off right here at the Young Guns powder coating facility. I've been rocking with Sam and his guys for quite some time. They have coated pretty much everything on the M3. They do an excellent work. My tuner and everybody has always said that not only looks good, but it's completely functional. Gonna do a special color, so pretty excited about that. We're gonna go ahead and keep it moving and go from there. What is this? We back, baby, with a brand new hood. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Got the Wolf M3 here with the Wolfmobile itself. As you can see, we're no longer hoodless. We got this I was able to source a beautiful jet black hood off of one of my buddies, and I was just talking to Gio about it. It looks pretty cool, you know. We're discussing the chrome grills. I told him I kind of like it. He's more about the black grills, so I don't know, we'll see. Might switch them, might not. So yeah, we're here back at Gio's spot. Currently going over a few things meaning the new V-band kit. So as you can tell, I have a bunch of stuff here. The dump tubes, the exhaust manifold, the downpipe, the new exhaust housing. Since it is V-band, has to make sure to connect to V-band. Got a bunch of hardware because Gio came over and he's like, all right, you got the nuts, you got the gaskets of this? No, I have none of that. So of course he had to go ahead and source it, so we got some of that. We're also doing a couple other little things here while we're at it. This is this really cool bimmer plug adapter for the oil pressure sensor, so that's gonna be pretty cool. I know my tuner asked stuff for that. Got some wiring, a couple other things. We're gonna do a few other little stuff while the car's here. I'll reveal that later, you know, just some stuff that's gonna clean up the appearance, the motor, everything all around. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead. This is the beginning of the journey of the V-band. Break it down. All right, guys, so getting more into the kit right now. Gio is doing measurements on the downpipe, on the exhaust manifold with the new V-band housing. So of course, like I said, I wasn't really prepared with too much of the hardware, so we're game planning, seeing what we need.
This is a major upgrade. He was running a 3.5-inch exit on the old housing. It's actually a 3-inch inlet, so we're actually going to a true 3.5 all the way back. So we got to get new V-band for exhaust, new V-band for exhaust housing to manifold, and then we might as well look at the wastegate V-bands as well, because
while we're in there, you know, so this is a part of doing new stuff. You know, you have to be meticulous like Gio. What is going down today? What's up, everybody? Back here with the Wolf M3. What are we doing today? We are installing the new V-band turbo kit. So right now the car is on jacks. Gio is currently is working on it. He's been wrestling with the car for, you know, the past few days, just kind of really figuring stuff out. we went with a V-band exhaust housing, 3.5 inch downpipe, going in this very, very tight fit. Having some you know, slight fitting issues with the expansion tank, so we're already working on that. So yeah, the kit's moving along little by little. Having to do some stuff with the coolant is kind of tricky with the coolant lines and the way everything is going to run and be routed. So yeah, just gonna go ahead and do a build series on this new kit and then go. All right guys, so like I said, moving along on the V-band kit. The man himself that has been dealing with it. Like I said, a lot of you know, tight fitting stuff around here. If you know the S54 platform, you know that it's a little small compared to 2Js and other stuff that have all this room for big turbos and big downpipes and everything. So again, I know I was talking about the coolant and a couple other things. What do you think, dude?
Yeah, he's right. The S54 sits at more of a 45-degree angle, where like a 2JZ sits almost parallel up and down. So that, coupled with the fact that he's running a engine mount arm for a bottom mount kit, we had to shim the motor mounts probably 3/4 of an inch, and we got plenty of room now, but plenty of room is just enough room for things to fit in there. So
that shit is tight.
Before, we had this runner right here was literally resting on the frame rail. I don't know if you can see it, but
yeah, you can kind of see it there.
it was literally resting on the rail. So yeah, we shimmed the motor mount. Ideally in the future we'll probably get a taller motor mount for the passenger side, but for now we're just trying to get everything dialed in and make sure everything's functional. We got proper clearances, and we can go make adjustments from there after.
I know in the prior video I was just talking about the expansion tank right here, dude, because you know it needs to be routed a certain way, you know, right now because of this little fitting.
Yeah, so pull the downpipe up, and essentially where the downpipe sits is right where the fitting would be. So
you see the fitting right there, little bastard.
So that's in a melting zone. Not gonna work, so we're gonna relocate the fitting on the tank, and we're also gonna route the coolant line. Instead of going in or under over here where it's hot, we're gonna route it completely all around, and we'll bring it in through here.
So it's gonna travel through here and then end up right here in the back. So little by little. All right guys, finishing up here just for tonight. Today was pretty much just getting a bunch of parts we need and just running around. We're just finishing up right now, just doing mock-ups, kind of playing with stuff. So we were looking at the downpipe and a couple other things. If you guys remember, I had this cool plate made for my exhaust dump. So now Gio was gonna go ahead and say, oh, you know what, let's see if it fits. So it does and it doesn't. So what he's thinking is
Trim a little bit.
Yep, trim a little bit, you know, leave what we can and go from there. You know, why not freaking still kind of use this to the best of its abilities and go from there, because I know we were worried about, you know, the ignition coils here. So hey, maybe we can make this work and go from there. But starting to get a little late, guys. We're gonna be back not tomorrow but the next day. All right, day 2, back at it with the V-band turbo kit install.
3.75.
That's just what I was getting to.
3.75.
We just got this in right here. This V-band is 3.75 inches. Gio, we tried a 3.5, we tried a 4. The 3.5 was too small, the 4 was too big, so we went with a 3.75, and this one fit really good. It's on there nice and snug. So again, I know last time we talked about some coolant stuff that we're gonna do. So this is the oil return. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and kind of measure that right now. I'm gonna be here for a few hours, you know, seeing what progress we make, and then just go from there. So moving along, it's not just the turbo kit, but also the coolant stuff and the oil return line.
Yeah, that, and then we're going to try and mock up and protect the boost lines.
There you go. That's what we're doing too.
And then once we get those all mocked up, you'll have a good idea. I know you were talking about wanting to get AN lines there.
Oh yeah.
So for now, we'll just cut, sleeve.
All right. moving along here. This is the oil line from the turbo to the pan. So we're gonna go ahead and do that right now. All right, guys. So we have the turbo on-ish. Me and Joe were just talking, and he actually just mentioned that we're at the point where it's kind of the final mock-up of certain stuff. So now it's really like, just like for instance, this clamp, the nut can't be there because
it's gonna hit the oil drain.
Exactly. So he has the oil drain right there. Nice little heat sleeve, nice little AN fitting, push lock, some good stuff. Gonna go ahead and measure it, see how much length we need, and then all right, guys, after Gio had tons of fun fitting this downpipe, I think we got it at a point where we're happy, you know. It is pretty close to the valve cover. It is kind of touching the frame rail, but you know, with this tight kit, it's gonna be tight. He was just saying that it's definitely a good thing that I have this coated. Shout out to Young Guns Performance, keeping everything nice and cool with their coating. So moving forward, right now he's just routing the Mac valve, placing it where he's gonna want it for the wastegates. So he just did kind of a quick blueprint. The Mac valve itself is gonna be just kind of chilling right here. So it's gonna one side's gonna be able to feed the bottom wastegate, one side the top, one connect to the turbo, and just kind of have everything clean, heat sleeved, and go from there. So all right, guys, where are we at now? Where are we at? So we went ahead and Gio did a custom little mount here for the Mac valve. We have the boost lines. I know these are silicone. We're going to be using something a little bit more heavy duty. Going to be heat sleeved. So we're going to go ahead and be doing that right now. Yeah, but it's looking good, guys. I know the Mac valve's right here. Going to have the boost lines going here to this one here, this blow up, this wastegate to that wastegate. So moving along, more progress coming at you. So turbo is on, Mac valve is on. As you see, we have a mock-up here of all the different boost lines to the turbo, to the wastegates there. Still, again, just a mock-up, so everybody relax before they start jumping on all this and that. Still gonna heat shield these, you know, get everything nice and plumbed and ready to go. But overall, looks good. You know, overall looks good. All right, guys, we are at the final stages of the kit install. Well, the kit's pretty much installed. As you can tell, Joe has been working very hard over here doing some final touches to the good old hood struts. Because remember, guys, this is a different hood. My last hood, left it open on a log, messed up some stuff, but was able to get this hood, some hinges off our good buddy Isaac that can source a lot of E46 M3 parts. Turbo's on, downpipe fitted, cooling system done for now. What else? Oh, the Mac valve, again, nice and heat sleeved, treated, ready to go. So yeah, pretty much wrapped it up. All right, she's alive. Bleeding the cooling system right now. All right, about to call the tow truck, get this thing out of here, baby.